What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Jaye. Today I'm joined with a special guest. This is late night edition. I was going to do men versus women, but as you can see, and I still might do kind of men versus women. I'll be the moderator. Them two versus them two. Pan the camera one time, Trent.
Bow. Put it on me.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
The other side. Let's get the other side. Bada bing. But yeah, let's get it. Announcements. The game will be coming in about 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that, huh?
I need to see the chat.
You said on Amazon, huh?
Could you, Trent, could you press the chat button for me on the right so that way we can see the chat?
2022 millionaire alert, Jaye.
All right, starting on my left, I want you to introduce yourself, your name, your age, and your relationship status.
All right. What's up, world? My finesse name. My name is Smokey Slump. Or sometimes I tell people Tupac. Depends on where I'm at. What else do I need to give? What I do? I'm a YouTuber. I'm fake lit, I guess.
Okay.
I'm a
and
part
then
of.
change the camera, Trent. There you go.
Operate something called All Urban Central, and it does pretty decent, like 2 million subs, and all that. And then my age, I'm 30 plus, man. You feel me? And I'm from the Bay Area, but I live in Atlanta. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Jaye, for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Hey y'all, my name is Gabriella. I am 22, and I'm a model and a medical coordinator. And I am single.
Oh, single. All right.
Uh-oh. Hey, what's up? Hey, guys, I'm Rob. I'm on here sometimes regularly. Sometimes I'm not. Depends when I'm traveling. But, yeah, I'm just a 28-year-old dude who just fucks off. But, yeah, that's my life.
All right.
Anyways, hey y'all. My name's Alyssa. I am a martial artist and model.
Talk to the microphone for me.
Damn, did y'all hear that? I'm a martial artist and I'm a model. And I'm 24 and I'm married.
All right. Let's jump right into the reaction. Let's get it.
37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a three-parent household. My mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, a lot of women, now the kickback of that is be quiet.
All right, starting on this side, actually, what are your thoughts on the differences between bad bitch and a good woman? The way he explained it.
I can understand where he's coming from. I definitely feel like bitches nowadays, if you pretty, you think you can bag whatever and do whatever the fuck you want. But when it comes down to being in a serious relationship, like, you got to make sacrifices for your person. So.
Oh, damn. Okay, would you consider yourself like a boss babe, bad bitch type, or more so the good woman type?
I'm both, baby. What's up?
God. All right. What are your thoughts, bro?
I mean, last time I was on the show, I said I like bad bitches. When Blaze was pressing me on if I date black girls.
Mm-hmm.
Which he doesn't.
Nobody said that.
Shit,
I'm an equal opportunity employer. But I think the whole... I don't know. I feel like the whole reason he went into that distinction anyways about like how he was explaining what a bad bitch was to kind of just like save his ass. Like kind of like, oh, I don't want to. I'm not using the word bitch derogatory. It's like, bro, you don't have to explain yourself. Who gives a fuck what people
that's
think?
facts.
You know what I mean? I don't care.
Do you personally use the word bitch like around your friends and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
always just like, that's my bitch.
Facts. Same here. Go.
All right, so I can understand.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. All right, so I can understand where he's coming from when it comes to a woman and a bad bitch, but the bad bitch and got girls saying, "Hey bitch," or "You a bad bitch," whatever. It can be used as a compliment, but it can also be used as like, "Hey, I look good," and it also can come across like I can get anything I want. I can bag anybody. Some men better pay my rent, etc. And also, like with a woman, they don't really they have morals, traditional values, etc. So,
Would you consider yourself more of the bad bitch boss type or the fucking good girl type? Not good girl. I'm sorry, good woman.
I'm gonna have to go with both.
Oh my God, y'all! I don't understand why your women think y'all can always have it all.
I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna go with both. Like, can a woman be a bad bitch though?
Don, don't you know every
Go
girl got a big ass ego and thinks
Facts.
like the highest of themselves.
Facts.
bro.
No woman
Like,
ever.
They think everyone they deserve everything in the world, but
Can you list who specifically?
Ooh.
that's just everybody. It's every.
You said
girl.
everybody, so let's who?
You,
So y'all
you both
rotated.
just said you would
Here we
go.
go.
Both.
First of
Let's
all,
go.
nobody's ever
Because we
said
are. Because we are both.
Nobody ever
That's
said
why we
anything
said
about
it.
a big ass ego. Honestly, I feel like you got a big ego.
I got a big
Why?
ego too.
What
though.
have I said
I
about
got a big
myself?
ass
That
ego.
might be
I
a
ain't mad.
compliment.
Yeah, that might be a
Yeah,
compliment.
I think 'cause ego
Have
means
you
different
watched
things.
these podcasts? It's always the girls like talking about how great they are. Whenever I talked about how great I am about anything, you know what I
Because
mean?
maybe
The
you're not
point
great.
is, the
Maybe
point-
you're not great. Maybe you fucking suck. Like, we don't know.
Or maybe
I don't
you're
know, I
just
feel like-
delusional. I don't know.
I don't think I'm delusional.
Have you even bag a bad bitch though?
Anyway,
It's very
Right,
interesting
right.
to
Let's stay on
add on
topic.
to what we was talking about. It's very interesting how you can say you're a bad bitch, right? But then the guy, he can't say he's anything without there being an attack. You feel me?
So let's
Yeah.
say this.
Facts.
What are your thoughts?
It's almost like when you go on it's almost like the guy always has to prove himself. And the woman just is,
Ooh.
and they can pull definitions out the blue that aren't
Queen.
even quantifiable.
Yes.
And to be a
Yeah.
queen,
Yes.
first of all, you can't be a
Queen.
queen without a king.
Facts.
Facts.
But
And-
like,
you know what another thing is like if a guy starts like boasting all these different things, he's like they're like, oh, he's conceited, he's full of himself, like, you know what I mean? He's big headed. A girl does it. Girls do it all the time.
it's body
Ain't no-
positivity
Yeah,
if it's a
ain't nobody
girl.
say shit about it.
Women
It's body
love
positivity, but if
confident
it's a
men.
guy, he's just a fat lame and
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not it at
women-
all.
No, that's
women
actually true.
love a
That's actually
confident
true.
man.
One at a time, though. Go ahead.
Women love a confident man. And if we're being real.
No, I was talking about
And
body
if we're
positivity
being-
specifically on that
Okay.
piece right there.
And if we're being real, if you're a real bad bitch, you are both. You are both.
But how can the market is going to determine your demand and what they think of you. So you can think whatever you want. We live in a world where we're moving definitions. I'm a her and a him. That's a dog and a cat.
Yeah, they're ever
and
evolving.
like I could think I have the best lemonade in the world, but if nobody's buying it, then it's
Trash.
Not
Exactly.
or there's something I need to tweak,
Not
but it's
necessarily.
not necessarily, but it's not the best in the
What
world
he's
if
saying
nobody's
is you
buying
do some
it.
overpriced lemonade.
Nobody says your lemonade has to be overpriced. You know what I'm saying? You could be a
No,
diamond in the
And
rough.
talk to the
you know what I
microphone.
mean?
Listen, talk to the microphone.
You could be a diamond in the rough. Nobody knows about you, but you the shit. You know.
But those are exceptions to the rule, and the exception does not make the rule. I'm talking generally speaking. If there's a guy out there selling guy, woman, cat, dog, mermaid, selling lemonade, and nobody's buying it, or is the guy going to be like, oh, or the mermaid going to be like, oh, fuck these people. They don't recognize real lemonade. This is the lemonade. Or do they have to sit back and be like, maybe they're not feeling it. It's something on my end that's wrong because literally 100 people have passed on my lemonade.
I like this. I like this.
Thanks.
What are your thoughts on that? Actually, y'all two ladies. Actually,
I don't know. I feel like good things should be kept in secret. You know, like if it's really good, you don't need to share it with the world.
okay. You saying that?
But now
for
we're
men
changing the
and women?
conversation.
Yeah. Now you saying that for men and women, or just men specifically?
Men and women.
Okay.
But we just changed the conversation.
If my man
Okay,
is the
we
best man
did.
in the fucking world, why would I want to share him? You know what I mean?
But we totally changed the conversation.
Okay, so
we
let's
just
go
moved
back.
the
So let's move
goalpost.
back.
Where's the
Let's
goalpost?
move it back
You know
then.
what I mean?
How do we
let's-
bring it back?
And let's bring it back to actually the original.
Yeah,
which
what
was you.
was the original question? My
The
bad.
original was the bad babe versus the good woman type shit. And it was your turn to actually go.
And what do I prefer?
Yeah. What do you
No,
prefer?
it's not what you prefer. I think the conversation was more about what do you think about what he was saying about
that
how
as
he
well
was
as what
kind
you
of
prefer.
defining
Yeah,
what a bad
yeah.
bitch and what a good woman was.
Yes.
Okay, well, me personally, I answer this twofold. Me personally, I would ideally like a good girl, but there's a caveat in that because there are no real good girls.
What do you mean by that?
Because a girl, we're all human.
Okay.
You know, male, female, if we want to be on the equality thing. But we're all human and we have sexual urges. And a female is going to jump off for...
Well, check
this out.
Some people got lower libidos.
Check this out. I forget this. I remember I went over to the studio I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about that. But I went to the studio years ago, statute of limitations, ran into somebody who's on the radio. I ain't gonna say their name. And then this was the first woman that said she thought Mark Anthony was hot. And I was like, wait, Mark Anthony, you know, no homo, but I was just like, I never heard that before.
Yeah.
So you're somebody's choice. Somebody fucks with you somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
So just because you're QCP, you know, you paid up, you got Lil Baby and all these people on the roster, from your paradigm, you would assume that you're the cream of the crop and you're her highest sexual interest and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But you may not know she likes red-haired, 300-pound school teacher principals. That's like her fetish.
That's her,
You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a different thing. It's not necessarily... You know, most of the time it is certain things like money or looks, but it's not always.
Push back on that. Do you think that people really do have different things?
Like fetishes?
Not necessarily fetishes, but
I think people have certain points.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Certain attraction points that are different.
Okay.
You know, we all do have different attraction points. Now back to the Cam Newton thing. I think that it's crazy that he's being villainized for having a preference.
Yeah.
So first of all,
What's the Cam Newton thing? What
Well,
happened?
we're watching it. Well, don't get into it.
I'm too advanced with it?
Yeah,
Okay,
too
all right,
advanced with it,
keep
too
it,
advanced
okay.
with it. But you had something to say, then I'm gonna do super chats and get back into the video. Oh, you didn't?
No, I got something to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I have a quick question for both of the guys. So, what is each of your guys' definition of a bad bitch?
Oh,
I don't want a bad bitch.
But what is your definition of one? Like, what do you think a bad bitch is?
Well, it used to be one thing, but then it became society, social media gave it a definition. The definition that they gave it and that other people absorb it as being true, it became everybody else's definition because of social media and it being hammered into our heads for 10 years.
So what is the definition? Like, what do you see on social media?
They're saying this is typically what a bad bitch is. When people say bad bitch, a woman, well, I'll say me. I'll speak for me. I think it's a woman who's kind of callous, a woman who doesn't have the ability to pair bond, a woman who takes on masculine characteristics. No, like when I hear bad bitch, I think bad bitch is synonymous with boss bitch.
Okay.
And there's reasons like don't get me wrong. You can go and do you. There's a lane for everybody. Yeah. And I'm not saying boss bitches are bad. Bad bitches are bad. I'm saying for me personally, Smokey Slump, the greatest, what I want. You know what I mean? So a bad bitch to me, all right, callous, a little distant, not as emotional, afraid to show feelings, doesn't cuddle after sex. She takes on masculine characteristics. So the bad bitch, you gonna dust her off, and she gonna leave like she got somewhere to go. You know what I mean? The majority of things that you would see that you would think is feminine, she doesn't have those characteristics. Now, when we take it to a different tier, there's a certain look. They probably got their body done. They probably, and that could be from lip fillers all the way to a BBL. There's different degrees of getting the body done.
Shit getting complicated.
Yeah, it is. This shit get deeper than the motherfucker.
That's a little bit.
When I think of a bad bitch, I'll tell you right now, I think of a bad bitch because I like bad bitches. At least in my definition of the word. It's a girl who's just hot, successful, and fun. So you can have a girl who's successful, but
well, see, I would call that a joint.
But be boring. For example, like when they have all when they hit all of the points of she's hot, she's fun, and because there's a lot of girls who are hot and fun, but they ain't successful. They're just little fucking groupies or bottle rats and all that kind of shit. Or just trying to cling on other people like sugar babies type shit. But when you have a girl who's hot, successful, and fun, you hit everything.
Well, that's why I made a discernment between societal definition of bad bitch and my definition of how. So you're not responsible for how other people's understanding, right? So the way I understand it, based off of what society is telling me a bad bitch is now in 2022, is actually different from what I considered a bad bitch to be in 2010.
Yeah. I agree with Rob's actual definition.
22.
I would just drop the successful part.
So my definition was his.
You would drop the successful part?
In 2010.
I would say with a, I don't know, what I consider a bad bitch is, like I said, just hot, successful, and fun. Otherwise, I would just call them just a bitch. I don't know.
So then how you distinguish the girls that actually really, really look good versus the girl that look bad?
Well, no, a bad bitch encompasses that she's successful and hot. Whereas, like, a girl who's just hot is just a hot bitch.
Okay, guys, you just called her hot bitch. Okay,
yeah, it's just a hot bitch. It's a hot piece of ass. I don't know. What you mean.
Okay, all right. Super chats. UC says brown shirt looks like a scoop of melting ice cream. What the fuck? And I swear,
wow.
And I swear I'm gonna fly down to Atlanta to test if Alyssa a martial artist.
Oh, you could get it.
Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. House of Matrix says Alyssa going to be in Cobra Kai season 5. Why y'all always coming for her, bro?
They love me. I'm
All right,
famous.
let's get back to the reaction.
Shit.
I'm gonna be quiet for the man and handle his business. You know, that's what they say. Or I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna be submissive to a man and handle his business. That's what they gonna say. So what is your?
He's turned.
But it's ways to do it. And I'm not just about to sit up there and beat up my queen.
No, I ain't saying like that.
But I'm also gonna also tell the men to start being men, bro.
Absolutely.
That sucker shit should not be rewarded.
And what's sucker shit?
You know, when a person carries himself social media wise, and it's a fraud in real life.
Okay.
You know, it's more to every person that got money, every person who's rich isn't a real one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that gets kind of misconstrued in this society.
Because I don't want to get away from what they just literally talked about. And I'm going to start with you on this side. For you personally, we actually had this conversation a while back. For you personally, how does it feel for you to have a woman that gives you feminine and then takes it away if you fuck up versus a woman that makes you earn it and then you have to like fight for their feminine?
How does it make me feel?
Their feminine energy, their submission. Don't make sense? Because from what, okay, let me give some context. For me personally, I've dated Hispanic girls, black girls, etc. Blah blah blah. For me, Hispanic girls and Asian girls, they tend to give you their feminine submission, etc. And if you fuck up, they retract it. They retract themselves. Versus, I dated black girls as well. They tend to make you earn their feminine nature, their submission.
I'm glad you. I was gonna say I want you to open that up.
Yeah.
All right. So you want me to?
What I mean. Yeah. I want you to start, and then we're gonna go around.
How I feel about it?
Yes. How do you feel about it? Because they just talked about it as well.
Well, I think you have to finish how you start. So for male and female, so the woman, if she gives feminine energy and she takes it away, it's probably because you did some sucker shit, or you fell out of frame, or you did something to turn her off or to make her retract. You know what I'm saying? And the same is true when we flip it. You got some dudes that's buying girls Gucci purses and Louis and flying them out and all that, and then they get them and they get married, and then it stops, and then they get mad that the girl is like demanding of luxuries, because luxuries once tasted become necessities, right?
Ooh.
So so you can't be mad at her because you didn't finish how you started.
Okay.
She had a different perception of what's going on. So, all right, back to to double down on what you were asking. In my experience, right, I think that as a black man, we're the only demo that has to, when we date black women, we're the only demo that has to prove ourselves before we can get that submission. And then in the black community, because we've been disenfranchised and beaten down and submission is looked as a bad thing, but submission is a good thing if you look at it a certain way. For example, the president is the leader of the free world, but he submits to a secret service in times of danger. Yeah. You have to be able to, what KS say, put your dick up and let the man, do what he needs to do, play his role in whatever capacity is needed right then. And so I feel that a lot of times that guys, they date outside of their race and they actually fall in love and they be wide open and they get the one-nighters for the Latina female or the white female or the Asian female because they never experienced that femininity. There we go. Yeah. Out the gate without having to be Lil Baby, have dumbass clout, be a super shooter, be the major goon, be the all this stuff, and really and have this crazy financial success, which is really a rarity. You know what I mean? And I think I don't want to keep talking.
No, I got you.
But to answer your question, I don't rock with that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that we all experience. And I never knew that it wasn't like that.
Until,
you know, yeah. And even now, as a 30-plus-year-old guy, I find it's weird when I deal with like white girls because I don't know how to be. Yeah. Like I know how to be. I ain't no lame nigga, but like I don't know with black women. What you step in the building, you can't come in smiling.
No,
you gotta show aggression
at all times.
Yeah, like if somebody does something, I can bust his ass. It's almost like there's a primal nature to the whole attraction thing in the black community. It's very primal. And black women are driven off of sexual.
Do you think it's like a race thing, or do you think it's like culture? Because I think
it's both.
I always talk to my boy over here he's on outside of the podcast right now, and we like to talk about, like, I never talk about girls in like oh, black girls, white girls, this. Like I always talk about like Atlanta girls or Miami girls, or like, you know what I mean? I think it's like there's kind of like a culture, like people act different in different settings, like, you know what I mean? So like I never talk about like, oh, yo, black girls here or white girls here. Like I'll be like, oh, Atlanta girls or like like Miami girls. You know what I mean? I think they act different in a different setting.
I 100% understand what you're saying, but I disagree because it is about race, culture, and how you brought up and things like that.
I've seen that. Agree with that.
If you grow up in a household, you know, and we're not going to get into the dad not being there in the black community. Say a woman, she grows up, a black girl grows up in a household.
I think it's about culture.
She has a brother, and then it's her, and then she has a mom. She's going to experience the mom talking about how niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's going to internalize that without even having an experience. And then furthermore, I
disagree.
Well, let me. I'm the only boy, so I kind of.
Wait, what the hell?
So so check this out. So the brother is exalted.
No, he mean like in his family.
The brother is exalted in a way. You know, he can do no wrong. He gets away with this and that and this. And then as the woman, as the girl grows up and starts to look like the better version of the mom, she in a sexual marketplace, subconsciously the mom is looking at it as a that's my op, or that's my, and that becomes, oh, now we're best friends. But really, because technically you guys can have sex with the same dude at this point. You know what I mean? So the woman is internalizing all this stuff that isn't really real, and she's stepping out into the dating market and looking at black men as if they're the enemy and that they're all bad, and they have to prove that they're not bad.
Not only that, go ahead. But if you come from a traditional household where you do have both parents and you're like, oh, okay, my mom is very submissive to my father, I'm going to kind of be more submissive when I get out in the dating world.
Yes.
Or if you're looking at it from the opposite end and you're raised like me, single father by a man, I was not raised to be submissive. Even though I was raised by a man and all that, like, it's completely different. So it's a different culture, different setting, different upbringing.
But hold on. You're 24 and you're married, so he did something right. The guy, nobody can do everything.
Did she do something right?
Anyway, go ahead.
That's why you were asking me if I was married before the podcast.
So I personally think.
Well, when we were talking about fetishes, we didn't get into it, and one of my fetishes is making people cheat on their partners. Okay?
Anyway,
so
off topic.
So I know I'm probably going to get hated on for this.
Let's get it.
But this is a fact. We can look at stats. We can look at end results. But single parent fathers make better single parents than single parent mothers. There's more physical abuse, more mental abuse, and all that, whatever, and when the woman is raising the kid. Had you been raised by a single mom, I guarantee you would not have the wherewithal to be married at 24.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. But prior to this little conversation, you were saying how you guys don't like women that are very ballsy, that are very aggressive, that masculine, that demand what the fuck they want. But I was raised to be demanding. I was raised to be a high value woman and to tell them exactly what I want. You know what I mean?
I don't like that language. What's a high value woman?
I'm lost.
Donjay, we don't even have to have this conversation because we've had this conversation thousands of times.
Well,
a high value woman is a woman that is valued by a lot of people. You know what I mean? That has high value qualities. Okay.
But there's a lot of men who drool after even like girls that are nothing. Like, there's a lot of desperate guys.
Yeah,
like,
but
that
there's
don't
a
make
lot-
them high
that-
value.
Sexual attraction is not congruent.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
literally.
agree with that.
There's guys who drool after and chase girls that are fucking trailer park hoes. That don't mean shit.
But I don't want to get off topic. You had something to say that you want to say.
What?
Yeah,
Gabby has
the
something.
whole thing when you were talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, when you said that a woman who grows up without a father, they look at men as, oh, man ain't shit.
Not all, but the majority.
Majority.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So okay.
And specifically in the black community.
Yeah, but
I'm using from personal experience.
yeah. So I can say for me, I was raised by a single mother. Father wasn't really in the picture, and honestly, my mom has never ever said like man ain't shit. She never depended on a man, etc. So I didn't really have that upbringing growing up. But I could agree with you that it is a problem in the black community that
Well, what nationality is your mom?
she's Haitian.
So that's a little different from so we have to specify it's different categories of being black in America. You know, you have some people that come from, and they got names for it. I forgot the names, but you got some people. The difference is your mom. She grew up in Haiti.
Yeah.
All right. So your mom has a knowledge of self.
Mm-hmm.
She knows where she came from. She has a traditional upbringing. She's not westernized. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she's an exception. And that's why I said there are exceptions.
Yeah, absolutely. I can agree, but I can also agree with the fact that, with the black community, there is some kind of brokenness when it comes to that because I can agree. A lot of us are not really as approachable because we want you to come with something. You have to give us money, or you have to come with a Dior, Chanel, and it becomes materialistic.
Hell no.
So I'm from Miami, so I didn't know any of that shit till
You from Miami?
Atlanta.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Let me throw this in before I
So,
forget. Let me throw this in. To be specific, I have to wear an Amiri shirt. Rob can show up in a white tee. For a black woman, is going to take.
Ooh, I like that.
Hey, Rob can show up with flowers on a date. Black woman is gonna love that. I show up with flowers on a date. Oh, I'm lame as hell.
I look weak.
I'm lame as fuck.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You ain't getting
I feel like you're speaking for a lot. Are you speaking for a lot of women or
the majority?
Majority.
Yes.
I don't think that's true. Women actually like that shit. They like when you show up in flowers. We don't
Black
think of you as
women.
Okay,
They love their white boys.
Black woman, you can't say. I don't think that's true. They really think that it's a good gesture.
So if you're 23, 24 years old,
I gotta agree.
and you show up with flowers, no, you're in college. Fuck it.
What's wrong with flowers?
No, there's nothing wrong. Most men would prefer to be romantic, and that's our first engagement. Most dudes, we came out writing love letters. We came up trying to hold hands. We come up, saying I love you. Think about it. Guys are the ones that after sex they call the next day. After sex, say you leave. Hey, baby, did you make it home? Or an hour later, because I was taught by my mom to do that. Mm-hmm. But then, and today or the day after, good morning. But by today's standards, that's lame as hell.
I don't agree with that.
But you're different because you're married at 24, so you have good characteristics.
No. I can say that. I can disagree with that.
One at a time. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna have to agree with them because every time I've been with a lot of my boys up in like New York or anywhere, like my black friends that I was with, like the girls like didn't go up to them, but the black girls will come up to me and be like, "Hey, what's your number? What's your number?" They just throw themselves at me.
Yes, there's a petalization.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't talk today. But
they pedalize.
Yeah, they pedalize.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They pedalize white. Well, you had something to say. Go ahead. You were saying something,
I was
Gabby.
getting lost in the conversation. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, Rightel was saying, I do agree with that statement. And I don't know. I could just say for me personally, like I'm not a materialistic person. I don't like it when
You said you're not materialistic. You just said people had to show up in the Chanel and all that shit. What the hell?
I never said that.
No, she never said that.
I never
Okay.
said that. I said other people expect that. Like I said, I'm from Miami.
Got you.
I didn't know any of that stuff until I came here and I realized like men was really paying for the girls' rent and shit like that. That blew me.
Like, what
Bottom line, what he's saying is just basically, as a black dude dating other black women, you have to be way more masculine. No.
American black.
It depends
Yes,
on
true.
certain
American
women,
black
though.
women, you have to be way more masculine, gangster type.
Hell no, I
type
don't
shit.
want no gangster.
No. I'm just
No,
painting a picture.
But you
of
have
more
a different.
masculine
You have a
tendencies.
knowledge of self, Gabby. You know where your mom came from. If you wanted to, you could probably fly back and see your grandparents on the land that your ancestors came from. I can't do that. The majority of people, black people in America, cannot do that. So our identity is what they tell us our identity is.
I can agree.
You know what I mean?
I can agree. Yeah, I was raised differently, so that I just don't have that mindset that everybody else has. I just
and then furthermore, you said you're not materialistic.
What I mean by that is
No, I'm not attacking you, but the world is materialistic. So just because you're not, that doesn't change what's going on
He's saying
around
you're
here.
not the majority, girl.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
facts.
He's saying you're an insignificant. He's saying you're insignificant.
No.
You're just an ant in the
Nah, I didn't say that.
ant,
Oh my God.
And your shit don't matter.
and it don't matter,
All right?
huh?
Play the clip.
I wrote a clip.
Now, because a lot of people have money, but they're not genuine people, you know.
Right.
And I pride myself. Everybody who knows me knows, like, bro, Cam's a solid dude. He keeps his circle extremely small. I'm not afraid to be by myself.
Get into that.
Quick example.
About the fraud.
I had two of my oldest children birthday
Let's
last
pause.
week.
Say that one more time.
Well, I disagree with what he said about the fraud on Instagram. How he said people are fraud. Everyone's a fraud on like social media.
Okay.
Like he was saying, some people aren't, some people aren't. And some people are, and some people aren't. Like a fraud on social media. Even if everything you post on social media is genuine, like even if it's your car or anything. Everyone on social media only posts the highlights of their life, so
Yes,
it's
majority
going
speaking,
to
yes.
be disingenuine in
Yes.
general. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
and then-
Nobody posts like
The sad, ugly pictures, sad times,
You
yeah,
only
bad
post
times.
the happy
Yeah, I
moments,
couldn't
so
agree.
it's always going to be
I
disingenuine.
don't agree with that. I think people do post real shit all the
Nah.
time. I think people do post real shit, but that's not it. I also think that if that's how your mindset is, then you might think the whole world is full of shit.
So you posting pictures where you look like shit?
Because I don't give a fuck. I just post. I post when I don't have no makeup
She
on.
cap. What the
no,
hell?
I'm not capping.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on, pause. Do
Let
you
me
think the
finish.
majority
If
of
that-
people do that though?
No, I don't think the majority of people.
Thank you.
But if that's your mindset, then you might think that the whole world's full of shit. Because at the end of the day,
And it's
you're not
spoken to
going
the
to know
microphone.
everything about me by just meeting me. You're going to know what I let you know, what I tell you, what information I'm okay to give you. So then everyone's full of shit because they're only giving
That's
you
what he's saying.
they want.
Yeah, that's what
I mean,
I'm
I
saying.
could
Saying on
agree.
social
I
media,
have a
I'm saying
question.
in person.
Yeah.
I have a question. So before we started, what did you ask? You asked to adjust the light. Can we adjust the light because it's making you shiny, right?
Oh,
No. I said he was.
what a cap emojis.
That's not what I said.
Cap
I
emojis
asked
in
him
the
if
chat.
he can turn the lights off because there's a glare in my camera. That's what I said.
Ah, shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She actually.
Is that?
I don't remember that.
Yes.
But she did say that.
Maybe I heard
But
shiny.
the bottom
light. I
line
don't
is
know.
a lot of people they post their highlight reels.
Yeah,
they don't post the bad times.
Even-
They don't-
honestly,
let's keep it a buck.
But do you want?
Everything-
Well, one at a time. One at a time. Go
Even
ahead.
if everything you're posting is real, if you only post the highlights, it makes it seem like your entire life is a highlight, which isn't true. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like it comes off disingenuous.
Anyway, yes.
No,
And like and
But
I
at the
get
end
like
of
you're
the
an
day,
exception,
nobody
but we're not talking about you. You know
I
what I
see
mean?
that.
We're talking about in generation of people in general. You know what I mean?
But all right. So when you see a person, when people see people cry, what do people do? They look away.
Laugh.
So, so to be devil's advocate, do you want to see people's despair
Yeah.
and their worst part? Are you actually? You're probably gonna follow them, unless this is a financial thing where it's a course and you're trying to be they're a millionaire and you're trying to understand the process to get where they're at. Other than that, me personally, I don't want to see. I don't watch the news because I want to see the bullshit. I know it exists. I know people hitting licks all day. I know they're getting shot, but I'm gonna go watch Netflix and laugh because I don't want to see that shit.
I have to
You know what I'm saying?
I have to hold on. Listen, I have to wholeheartedly disagree with you. For me personally, and for a lot of people that I know, I want to see the truth, whether it's good, bad, or happy, sad. I want to see the whole entire truth. I don't want to say, "Hey, I'm a." I don't know, YouTuber, and they only show the highlights. They don't show the bad times, the editing that they have to do of hours on end.
Yeah.
I want to know the full picture of what's going on. That's just me personally.
But you're an intelligent person.
Yeah.
You have the wherewithal and the bandwidth to put together a podcast, to assemble certain things that you're doing is like AP, it's like nuclear physics, it's rocket science to other people. So your grip on reality is totally different.
Gotcha.
And to add on to what you're saying, that's good. You're supposed to, but people don't think like that. Gotcha. And if some people are empaths or super sensitive, it's a lot of dudes that are bitch made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't want to know the reality of, bruh, the way you're going, you're only going to be making 30, 40,000 a year.
Yeah.
This is this is not this. This is this. This is this. Do go this way. That's 30 years maybe. You know, so you have to throw in that intelligence thing in there too.
Okay.
So we are all the exception, I guess.
And you was about to say something, were you?
I low-key forgot. I don't know.
Okay. Roll it. As a matter of fact, could you pull up Kevin Samuels so we can listen to that one and then wrap things up? But if you are watching right now, make sure you guys smash the like button, smash the like button, smash the like button. And let's get into it.
I feel like this is going by fast.
It is. It's already 11.
Could
you pull up the no, the Kevin Samuels one. It's the second one. Yeah. So you're gonna have to cancel that one and then pull up the Kevin Samuels one. There you go. But while we are waiting, do you have any questions for the panel? Do you have any questions for the panel? Do you have any questions for the panel? Do you have any questions for the panel?
What do y'all think of this Alyssa girl?
Oh my God.
Yo, chat, what y'all think of this Alyssa girl?
Anyway.
I need to know real opinions.
You already see they love
Not the white knight
Play the video.
opinions.
Play the video. The fuck?
What's going on? What's going on? What is going on, man? How we doing? Nieces and nephews, kinfolks and cousins. That's right. I love LA. Well, not really. Y'all love LA. I'm getting to like every time I come to LA. Though,
Keep fast forward like 15 seconds.
business. LA is great. So, but I will be going live on Instagram Thursday. Probably like, what time is it? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. East. So, what's going on, nephew? Good to see you. I will be live tonight on IG.
15 more seconds.
I'll be live. Getting the work done. Shout out to you. How you doing? It was good to meet you. I will tell you, man, I love getting out in the field where the work is real.
More.
Interacting and a lot of other things, because here's the funny thing, okay? High level. When women have been saying what they want, prefer, or like, that's championed as empowerment. When men say the same things, it's toxic. When
what we talked about earlier.
Woman has her preferences, it's just called standards. When a man has his preferences, it's called misogyny.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Look, if what he was saying was so wrong, why are so many unmarried women so upset? Unmarried women. Unmarried women, okay? What did he basically say? Know how to cook. When did that become an insult? I guess the same time becoming average became an insult. When did he say learn how to keep your mouth closed? Well, don't women want don't women want men to know when to speak up? The opposite of know when to shut up is know how to protect. But they don't think about that. I want a man to stand up and protect me. Do you want him to keep his mouth closed? Or do you want him at the right time to do the right thing? The only women who have a problem with this are the women who want to be in a power position. And that's cool.
Pause it.
You can.
All right. What are your thoughts, real quick? Especially on the parts about the a woman's standards or women preferences are considered and accepted, and then man preferences are met with a lot of shaming language, etc.
I'm 50-50 with it. I think that women are allowed to have standards, and so are men. But I also believe that there's a lot of guys out here that are expecting a 10 and they're like a 0 to 2.
But what qualities makes a guy a 0 to 2?
So like,
and speaking to the microphone.
First of all, if you're not looking right, that's one. Cause
that's actually not one.
Yes, it is one.
That's probably like 5 on the list.
No,
but go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say why. Because y'all are expecting women to look like 10, but y'all don't look like 10. Y'all don't even
Men and
look
women
like,
are not the same, so you can't literally
but it does not mean that we are gonna be attracted to them if they're a 2. You know what I mean?
Rick Ross, I guarantee you I'm getting hella pussy. A lot of these ugly dudes, I guarantee you getting.
We would not fuck Rick Ross, is what we're saying.
But, so that goes back to what I was saying. Sexual attraction is not congruent between male and female.
That's what I'm saying.
What attracts me to a girl is not what attracts a girl to me. And where we mess up is when girls assume that they're going to take on the characteristics of what attracts them to a guy, and that's when you get a bad bitch, and that's what we don't.
Yeah, see, girls are attracted emotionally normally. So like you're saying, you wouldn't fuck Rick Ross now, how we just said, because
no, I
he
would
hasn't
not fuck Rick Ross.
Okay, listen, he hasn't reached out to you yet. You haven't had that emotional connection yet.
But
when he does,
you don't know where we've been or who we've been around. You don't know. I've been around a lot of big artists. You don't know. You do not know. I've been on the bus with fucking Future, and I got off the bus because they took our phones away. Okay, so do not say that you know, because you don't know. For one, looks matter. Looks matter.
They do.
It don't matter.
I would say for you, majority of women, no. But go ahead. I have to say that.
Say that's a lie.
I can
like
only
I'm not
speak for
gonna.
myself.
I'm not gonna go for somebody that don't look right. Like you better come correct. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look okay.
You expect, you expect an IG model, but you over here looking homeless. Like that shit is not.
but girls will look homeless and expect a fucking male model. Like,
question alert, panel question alert.
When they don't even have a car. See, girls will, you'll meet tons of girls out that'll be like, oh, what kind of car he drive? Oh, you drive a piece of shit? They don't even got a car of their own.
Are you speaking for all girls though?
Ooh.
No, we don't speak in
pause. Let's stop the show. Stop the show. We always talk about majority. When we talk, it's always majority.
That's just crazy though, because obviously we're all fucking exceptional here.
No, because I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that every single guy that you had sex with, you initially 100% thought he was attractive.
Let me ask a question.
Yes, they were all attractive.
Hold on. This is the breaker. You're going to be older in life than you are younger, right? People can't conceptualize youth and old age, because when you're 12, 10 years from then, you're going to be 22. You're still young as fuck, right? So I'm going to bring this all together. How old are you right now?
22.
Oh, shit. See, all right, so right now, dudes, unless you're in the NBA, you can't use status, class, and money as a barometer as being attractive. And then also right now, being that you are the age that you are, this is technically the most attractive you're going to be between 22 and 26.
Yeah, you're just going downhill from there.
18 to 24, but go ahead.
Okay. But so when you become 30 or your late 20s, you're not going to be as hard pressed when it comes to washboard abs and a dude who, he has some muscle mass, but he doesn't have the washboard abs, but he has a crazy portfolio and all this other stuff. Your primal nature is gonna kick in. Prime example, I used to have arguments with people all the time, females, when we were younger, and they were like, "Oh, I don't want kids. I just want to party, do shrooms, smoke, da 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 da." I have never met a girl that said she didn't want kids or she didn't want to get married in her early 20s that was singing the same tune in her 30s.
Let's go. Yep.
So biology kicks in. There's certain things, like for example, when I was a kid, I was actually on track to go to the NBA. If I could get a tattoo, I would have loved to have gotten a fucking big ass basketball right here, because I couldn't think otherwise. But when there's a game on right now. Steph is playing Golden State Warriors. I'm from the Bay. I want to watch that, but I'd rather come here and be productive and build my brand, help my guy build his. You know what I mean? And basketball has nothing to do with my life. If the me now told me this when I was 14, 15, 16, I'd be like, bullshit, man.
Yeah.
No. So you have an innate, you have nature. You can't run from nature.
And
you know what I'm saying?
To basically put everything in a nutshell, as well as what he just said, you may think like that now, but I guarantee you in the 10 years, unless you're not married to the person that you really find attractive, if you still single, still dating, your attraction to attraction is going to go down, and his physical level of attraction is not going to be as higher as status, as money, and as all these other things.
When you're 29, 31, right now, Rick Ross, you might be like, he's old, he's that. Yeah. But when you become 31, if Rick Ross was the same age that he is now, like 40 or something like that, you'd be like, oh shit, who is that? And wait, hold on. Hold on. And the dude on the Georgia Tech wide receiver, you might not even get wet for that. Or you will, but to take serious, you're gonna go with Rick Ross.
Okay. What are your thoughts? You was about to say something.
Or Moneybag Yo or somebody. I don't know. Somebody.
Fuck all of them. Yeah. Fuck all of them. We're good on all of them. As a married woman, before I was married, I learned from a bunch of mistakes that I fucking made. And you're right. One guy wasn't as attractive as I would have liked. Yeah. And you know what? I learned that this ugly ass fool was as disappointing as the handsome guy. So I might as well fuck with a handsome one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We learn. We learn.
Okay, that's good. We got some super chats real quick and then get back. Lucifer says, I don't mind Alyssa. She's a good sport, but I gotta give her these hands one day. What the
You
fuck,
can come
bro?
get these hands.
Why are you even talking about fight a woman, bro?
He wants to
That's
fight
weird.
me.
No cap.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is this? Amen. I'm sorry. Noms in America is far from experience of everyone in the world. Shouldn't individualize making up standards because of chaos. Let me try to read that one more time. Norms in America is far from experiences.
What's BMI?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Body mass
index. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Anybody have any thoughts on that?
Wait, what?
Where does it say BMI?
Yeah, where does it say BMI at?
One of the comments.
No, the highlighted comment. Norms in America is far from experiences of everyone in the world. Shouldn't individualize making up standards because of chaos. I don't know. Maybe you got to word that a
we
little
don't
better.
Need that different word.
Because maybe I'm just
confused.
stupid. I don't know.
No, I'm confused too.
What the fuck going on? All right, let's finish the Kevin Samuels. Stupid. Oh, sends another super chat. He says, she claims she's a martial artist. I gotta see.
Ask Don Jaye. I hit him with that Mike Tyson the other day.
No.
Damn, you bit him in the ear?
No. She accidentally hit me in the
He
face.
scared me.
Can get there. There is some beta bell noodleback dude out there who will let you be his partner and be the wind beneath his wings. And you know, I hear this so often from women who are these boss
Can you
chicks.
scroll down a little bit?
I don't. Anytime
Oh,
I
that's
hear
the
the
video.
words "my truth,"
Oh, that's the video. Okay, gotcha.
I know we're dealing with the boss chick mentality. Fine, be a boss chick, enjoy. But my truth, my reality, I don't want somebody to minimize me in any way. Understand something. Relationships minimize. Why? Because it ain't about you no more.
Facts.
Relationships,
Exactly.
by their definition, have minimizations because they have boundaries. You want a high-paying job? Guess what? It minimizes you. You want complete freedom? Carry your ass out to the middle of the desert and rough it. You'll be free like a mug. And then tell me what their freedom is worth. See, too often today, we have women who want maximum freedom with minimum responsibility and minimum effort.
He be spitting. I ain't gonna lie.
If men thought this way, we would still be living in caves. So, like it or not, the golden rule. He who has the goal makes the rules. And if Cam Newton was Cam Johnson, and Cam Newton was Newton Cameron, working first shift down at the plant, we wouldn't be talking about it. It's because he's Cam Newton. It's because he can call the shots. It's because he does what he wants to and has enough money, and they can't cancel him because he has his own money.
Okay, let's pause. And then let's starting with you. I'll ask a very specific question. For you personally, do you want a relationship to where you make majority of the rules and she kind of like fits into your lifestyle, or you want the more, I guess, modern 50-50, we both make the rules type of situation?
It's a benevolent dictatorship, motherfucker.
God damn, okay.
Yeah.
No, facts. No, I agree with you. You know why? Because you don't find someone to make a happy life with together. You want to find someone where you're already having a happy life and they want to just join in.
I don't agree with that.
Well, talk your shit. Talk
because
I don't agree with that because I, for one, I think I found my match. I found my match for real.
That shit gonna end in like a year, but okay.
It's already been a year, so
Go ahead.
I don't think so. Anyways, I met my husband in college. We're both wrestlers, so we were both living a similar lifestyle towards as each other.
Y'all got some freaky shit going on. Y'all.
Anyways, we're both kind of living a similar lifestyle. We kind of already wanted the same things in from each other and in life. So we kind of just put two and two together and we're like, hey, this works.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep going, you know?
Okay, but
and we
to put the question on you specifically, does he make the rules and you follow in a sense, or is it more like 50-50, or is it like...
It's definitely 50-50.
Okay.
It's kind of like we both set our boundaries and we follow them.
Okay. Now, do you think that would change if he had way more money and he was taking care of most of the bills and you was more so on the back burner of raising the kids or etc.?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
I actually do think so.
I don't think so because I think that you know, we do have different roles.
Yeah.
Financially, mentally, spiritually, every type of way.
Yeah.
So every day we test each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we see each other in different lights and different situations. And I honestly feel that we have respect for each other.
Doesn't the
And
fact that you have to test each other show that it's not like
I don't
working
think that
perfectly?
we test each other. I think that what we go through test our relationship. You know what I mean? Test our certain situations test us. You know what I mean? Not we are testing each other.
But like, all right, so everything is everything, and
Okay.
when you look at it, just a corporate structure, or if you ever started a business or something like that,
Yeah.
you have the founder, you have the CEO, you have percentages and all that. Eventually, somebody has to make the fucking decision.
The final
we can't
decision, yes.
go back and no, I'll run this shit. I heard what y'all got to say. This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like I should never say that because that's feminine. But I know, I know the reason that things are whenever tradition isn't abided by, there's chaos.
I agree. Yes.
Right?
Say that
So
again, whenever what?
tradition isn't, abided by, there's chaos. So in a perfect situation, or not even the traditional situation, the male is supposed to build himself up resource-wise and then bring the woman in to be a complement to what he's lacking, to be his assistant, right? So one thing that we didn't...
You'll always lose money chasing a bitch, but you'll never lose a bitch chasing money.
Amen. That's the ism. So back to one of the things that who was that said that? I was Kevin. He was talking about the food. Was that him that said cooking or something?
Yeah. Well, Cam said it, and then he just rephrased what he said. So a part of being an assistant is make some fucking food, know a recipe, because that's very important. Because you have they say this is the bacteria and all this stuff.
That is the bare minimum.
Well, no.
That
But
is
check
the
this
bare
out.
minimum.
This is very important because this is a brain. And this is also a brain here. The science is showing that your stomach is also a brain, right? And so nutrition is very, very, very important. And now when it comes to producing offspring, I need to know that the person I'm having kids with is able to make nourishing meals so my kids have optimal brain development.
I can respect that.
You know what I mean? So cooking is not a bad thing.
Yeah,
It's actually one of the more important things. In fact, outside of America, a lot of cultures, they get together, the whole community gets together to eat food. When people have multi-million-dollar business deals, they do it over breaking bread. It's even a slang term like, hey man, break bread. You feel me? That means like, let's spend some money. But it's derived from eating. And we have downplayed stuff so much because food now in America is built off of capitalism. So you start a restaurant because you're trying to get rich. Yeah. It's not about nourishment. It's not about feeding the soul.
Yeah.
You know, you can do that, but you probably ain't gonna be a millionaire in America, depending on how you do it. You know, it can work. Yeah. But yeah, I'm being long-winded. I know. Let's keep talking.
Bottom line. Yeah. Well, your turn. I'm gonna save what I had to say for the end.
Okay, so I completely understand that. I was raised differently, so I was raised to cook, clean, etc. I don't see that as an insult.
That was the bare minimum in your household. Like, you got to do that.
Literally, yeah. That is the bare minimum. So that's something that I understand. That's what men expect. Is there any other question?
About a man preference versus a woman's preference. How a woman has a preference and it's received as, okay, cool, we got it. But if a man has a preference, AKA, I don't want you having girls' nights out or etc., blah, 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 is met with shaming language.
What
are your thoughts on that?
I can kind of I don't know. I feel like it just has to be 50-50.
Meaning what exactly?
Meaning what, like if he does have a certain problem with me going out or just anything that he just has a problem with, like I'm open to, if he has a valid reason, then I'm open to changing.
But there is that caveat, if he has a valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to consider it valid.
Exactly. And therein lies the problem.
In normal standards. In normal standards.
What is normal?
If it's not fucking ridiculous.
What's ridiculous? That's what I'm saying. You see that? You see the downhill?
What is black? If it's not red, then
in the beginning of every relationship, you guys set boundaries. You guys set the standard.
Nobody sets up every boundary at the start of a relationship. That's impossible.
What I can say though,
you sit there and talk it on the first date like, nah, this is okay, this ain't okay, this okay,
No,
this
but
okay.
as you go, you set the boundaries.
there is boundaries. Boundaries is actually really good, you know, because there's certain things that your partner won't like. There's some things you won't like. So it's good to come to a solution and have boundaries and standards. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, but
what I'm trying to say
generally
is
speaking,
girls don't like boundaries.
Exactly.
No, that is
They don't
not.
fucking like them.
That is not
agree with
true.
that.
That is not true.
I don't
You know,
agree
if
with
my
that.
man has a problem with me wearing something, then I will change it. Simple.
So there's this
Girls
thing-
are conditional
You say
boundary
that. You say
enforcers.
that. I think you say all these things like before they actually happen, because once they actually happen, it's met with hostility.
No,
It's not
no.
met
I
with,
was with
I will
a
just change
person-
my clothes. It's like,
No.
I ain't fucking changing my goddamn clothes. What the fuck are you talking about?
I was no. My last relationship, that was not the issue. If he had a problem, then we'll talk it out. Yeah, and I'll change it. Like
there needs to be a conversation about that. In my relationship, we always do this. Would you like it if I did this to you? And if it's no, then I'd be like, okay, you know what? I can respect that because I fucking would not like that shit. So if I don't like that shit, I would not want to do that to you because I wouldn't want you to feel the way that would make me feel.
But the problem in that specific thing that you just brought up, men and women are different. They're going to have different boundaries of different things.
Exactly.
But they could come up with
and it's totally different what's okay for a girl and what's okay for a guy.
That's why there needs to be a talk and boundaries. That's what I'm trying to say. I understand that we are both
the issue
different,
is men get...
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No,
keep
go
going.
ahead, finish.
Keep going.
No, like I was saying is that's why there needs to be a conversation in the relationship to set the boundaries of what you like, what you don't like. You guys can come to a solution. That's
But see, this is the crazy thing. Men get villainized for having boundaries.
That's the
right.
point
And then
of the
oftentimes,
conversation.
oftentimes, I'm going to give you an
situation.
example. Oftentimes, let's see. Boundaries.
No girls' night out. No girls' night out.
Oftentimes,
That's very extreme.
check this out.
No,
No,
it's
but
not.
it's not
It's
extreme
not. It's not.
because, all right, so you got a lot of lame motherfuckers out here that don't know, they ain't real, you know, they don't have experience, they're not tapped in, you know, they just on some square shit, they watch Disney movies, they suckers.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about the suckers, I'm talking about the real niggas out here. You feel me? Excuse me, Rob. But but most of the time, what normally happens is we're not dating per se. We're enjoying each other's company, or we're dating, but we're not in a relationship. So while we're figuring this out, you're gonna do things and I'm gonna do things. And so what I'm gonna do is, hypothetically, if you're going out dressed crazy or whatever, I'm going to either make a mental note of that and be like, yo, she's just a rip. She just like, you feel me? Or if I think this has potential, then I might, well, actually, I'm not going to say anything. You should never initiate the relationship as a man. The woman should initiate it. So most of the time, as a real nigga, she going to be like, hey, what are we? Do. And then that's when
you're going to judge them based on how they move.
Yeah, but that's when you lay the smacketh down and you're like, well, you know, I rock with you, but I ain't gonna wife it because of A, B, and C. And we can keep being cool and continue the way we've been operating and engaging each other, and you keep wearing that or whatever. But if you want what you say you want, I want this. And then oftentimes the woman acquiesces or she doesn't. The problem lies when the people make the relationship. And this often happens in your early 20s, your teens, because you're not game tight. And then you try to set boundaries. But the boundaries that the guy has is, oh, I don't want you kicking it, you know, hot boxing, smoking deep, dark donkey blunts of purple in the car with 5 niggas with dreads and shit. I know that's your homies from high school, but we ain't doing that. And now you're misogynistic. I'm misogynistic and I don't trust you.
I don't agree with that.
No, but that's you. You're not going to look at it like that. But the majority of the simple-minded people
and society, yes.
Most people are on the spectrum closer to retardation than they are to genius. Right. So, I mean, yeah, that's just a fact. People ain't really there all the way. So the dude is going to be like, oh, I don't want you kicking it with all dudes, you know? And first of all, he should have never wifed you because I'm not wifing no chick that kicks it with all dudes. But either or, the woman turns back and is like, oh, you're being misogynistic. And then she goes, oh, I need A, B, and C that's not even congruent to your request. Yes. And then she's going to come back and then be like, well, you're trying to hold me down and that's my brother and da-da-da-da-da.
That's an excuse for women, honestly. I feel like that's an excuse for women to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
There you go. You said it.
You said
the point.
But I gave you an example and you met it with some, oh, that's an extreme. And it's not. Girls' nights out is not extreme. Now, again, I'm not saying bowling. I'm not saying drinks or at the fucking restaurant. I'm talking about nightclubs, real girl nights out and girl trips. That's not extreme for a guy to set that boundary.
Anything in this world, too much of anything can be bad. So obviously having a girls' night out once a month with my girls is not going to be a problem versus having a girls' night every weekend.
It's still a problem. It's still a problem. to bars and clubs.
But there's also this part. There's an intentionality. So are we dating because we want to get married? Or are we just here? It's different where you're at different points in your life.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so
even married, I feel like that's very extreme.
So if you was married to a guy and the guy said, "Hey, I don't want you to have girls' nights out," you wouldn't be like, "Okay, cool."
I don't think if my man told me that, like, it would be a conversation. Because, like, what are you talking
There's
about?
no conversation. He's literally telling you it's not going to happen.
what is a girl night out to you? That's the question. Because there's different girl night out.
I think in my relationship, I'm very comfortable, and my man knows I'm barely nice to his ass. So
wait, what?
I think I'm gonna be nice to anybody else. You know what I mean? Any other man. You know what I'm saying?
Why the hell he with you then? If you
friendly. Like,
yes.
okay.
That's what I'm talking
Like a flight attendant, how they just be nice to everybody. I don't like them kind of joints.
I'm not like that. You know what I mean? So he already off bat knows that I'm not gonna be out here trying to have anybody pay for my drink.
No, but what is a girls' night out activity?
Yes.
A girls' night out activity is going out with your friends.
Where?
Dancing
Where?
To the club.
See?
To the bar.
Yeah, that's not Gucci. No, my wife is not going to be at. Imagine this. Imagine this.
So if my girls go out on vacation, right?
See, that's definitely not happening.
Flip this.
Oh my God,
Flip this around. Flip this around.
That's
flip this around.
Pause. You heard what I just said? I just said. And I would agree that most dudes wouldn't be okay with it. Now, of course, there are some dudes that's gonna be okay with it. Those dudes probably don't care. As well as there's some dudes
they
who
probably
just
ain't
don't
getting money. They probably not in shape. They probably not in demand. They probably don't have bitches on their line. They probably don't have options, so they taking whatever they can get.
But here's the caveat. I just told you a standard that most dudes actually really think about and say, and you just said that's controlling. See, that's literally the conversation that we're having right now. Why is it controlling versus that's a man's standard and what a man wants?
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you girls this.
Let me finish. Okay. I'm asking her a question.
Because you flat out said if my man was to tell me straight out you're not going out, that's controlling because you're not. There's no conversation. There's nothing even like.
What conversation there need to be had if I'm literally telling you, no matter what the conversation is, it's not happening.
Hey, I
have one question.
I got you. Hold on. One at a time. Go ahead. Okay. And then you had a question. No. He had a question. Go ahead.
Okay. So
is it about the point?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Girls' night out. Question. As a female, you're in the club and you see Derek Jackson's wife come in to the club with their homegirls and they got a section and you feel me? You cannot tell me that you're not gonna look at their relationship different.
100%.
I won't.
Girls tell me.
Oh my God.
Girls tell me all the time
when
they see me go out or they see me post when I'm out. They say, hey. Look, they'll see on my social media, oh, you're going out? They said they all immediately all say they think I'm a fuckboy. So why is it different if I think a girl is a total like sleut if she's going out to the club? But no, we're supposed to think she's just having girls' night out and like be fine with it and think it's ridiculous if we think.
Yes,
and are you going in a sweater? Are you going in a sweatsuit? Are you going in a sweatsuit when you go out? Are you going dressed sexy?
The problem
Dress sexy, yes.
So why you dress sexy for?
Because I want to go. It's for myself.
But you're married.
It's for myself though. I'm not trying to please anybody else in the club. I'm out with my girls.
Yes.
So then why go to the club? Why not go to the club?
So wait. What do people go to the club for? They go to the club to have fun, but then also to meet people of the opposite sex. Why the fuck is my wife at a party where they?
That's why y'all go.
No. I didn't say that's why I go to the club. I said people go to the club either to kick it and get drinks or to turn up. But there's also a large percentage, more than 50%, that is going there to be attractive to the person of the opposite sex, to attract the person of the opposite sex, or just to give validation, or just to be around male energy or female energy.
One at a time.
Or female energy. Dudes will go out with no intent. If you're a fool in Atlanta, if you think you're going to go out and pull a joint, I mean, you can, but that shouldn't be your focus. Okay. You're a fool if that's your focus.
Hold on, before the ladies go. Omar, Rob, answer me 100% honestly.
Oh my God.
Have you ever been to a club and fucked on a girl that had a boyfriend?
I just told you earlier my fetish was girls that are taken, so yes. And on top of that, I fucked in the club bathroom.
I'm going to say yes for me too.
I fucked a married girl in the club bathroom.
Hold on.
I ain't hitting the club.
Not in the club. Yeah. I'm saying you met a girl, she was in a relationship at the club, and you had sex with her. Or any sexual activity.
I wouldn't say it's.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
I wouldn't say it's common.
Yeah.
I would say there have been a few times where I've definitely like hooked up with girls that were taken, but I still think it's a little it's a lot more difficult than a single girl, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely pull joints because this is how I at the club and the bar. And the only reason I know, the reason I started asking for Instagram. So you're supposed to get the girl's number. This is like on some player shit. Today, you should get the girl number, right?
Yeah.
And then put your phone in the pocket. Hey, take down my Instagram.
Yeah.
You don't follow the chick because that's like a, the position, the power shit.
Gotcha.
Right. So when I go and look at the girl's Instagram, the majority of the time, especially in my 20s, they had a dude, and it became a red flag to me. Even now, when I see a girl who's really attractive and she's posting pictures of her and her dude holding hands and says she's really attractive, oh, that's because those be the main ones.
That'd be
so if
compensating,
you don't have your dude on the page at all, red flag. And if you have some extra like red flag, just do a regular, and that's it.
I agree. And now the lady said something. Go ahead.
Over it.
Let me tell you, Don, did you not witness that time that?
Hold on.
Hey, can we see the new comments at the bottom?
No, Gabby, go ahead.
Did you not? I don't. Honestly, I be ignoring these guys at the club and the bar. When I say I go out with my girls, I go out with my girls. I'm not trying to seek no validation. I be ignoring these men. I be giving them a fake number.
So then why go to the club?
To have fun.
But
why don't you just have drinks at the house?
There's a higher probability.
Check it out.
What kind of dude do you like? What attract? What's your
handsome?
Or give me a celebrity or somebody, The Rock or Young Thug. Who do you like? Who you think is hot? Pee Wee Longway?
None of them. Barack Obama. Girl.
Okay, pause real quick. Let me go to super chats because House of Matrix sends a super chat. He says Rob is a city boy. Fire emojis, fire bro. Is a true city boy. Thank you for that super chat, House of Matrix. I really appreciate that. Fear is the greatest motivator. He says I would eat the dead skin off of Blue's feet and put it on my pasta like Parmesan cheese. What the fuck, bro? Next. Let me see. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. House of Matrix says when Alyssa gets mad, she talk like Day Day from Dexter Laboratory. Oh god, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that.
I got something for y'all.
I got you. Fatty says, men say anything about her IG insecure. Let me be. I mean, these are facts. Anytime a guy has preferences is met with he's controlling, etc.
You rich?
Eamon sends a super chat. He says it, and if I'm misspelling your name, I'm sorry.
Meme.
Yeah, no. Even if I'm misspelling it, please correct me. It used to be much simpler back in the days from today. I think people don't know how to have normal lifestyle. Dinners and what the fuck? What is it? Oh, barbecues at home turn to going to bars, clubs, and trips.
Facts.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
100%.
they need to stay home.
But that's my point about why do you need to go to the club? Do y'all ladies have anything y'all want to say about that real quick?
I'm still gonna say what I just
But
said.
who was your dream guy?
I'll
tell you right now.
I'm not finished
I
yet.
don't
I'll tell you
know.
right now,
Dream.
the girls that when he was asking us, have we ever hooked up with a girl who was taken at the club?
Yeah.
Their boys weren't invited because it was girls' night out.
Facts.
I'll tell you right now, and
Facts.
I had nobody to get in my way.
You only had one op.
Listen, I think about that. The problem lies because y'all think y'all have all this access to us.
Nah, I never said that.
Wait,
Yeah,
Y'all
but
buy
that's
a
what it
drink
is.
and
You
expect
think
us
that
to go
because we're
home
out, y'all
with
have
you?
access to us.
No, who said? What did I say? I just said if you go out.
No, hold on.
To us.
I have to stay right here. The way you're thinking right now is completely naive because by definition of you being in the vicinity of the same place I am in, I have access to you.
Not necessarily.
Yes.
Not necessarily.
You're in a sexually charged. You're in a sexually charged environment. You're in a sexually charged environment with drugs and drinks and music. The probability of shit happening is very high. That's kind of like you're driving around smoking in the car, gun, warrant, no license plate. Why are you putting yourself in that position?
Thank you. So
You know what I'm saying?
my point
putting
is
ourselves in that position is actually looking for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like guys,
by being there, you're
not by being there. Like
if y'all want to be so fucking extreme, then
Have
if
y'all
I
been
walk
with
out-
girls?
Listen. If I walk out this house, if I walk out my house with my ass and titties out because that's how I feel confident, it's okay for a man to rape me.
no. I'm not saying that.
Wait, nah.
Say grape. Say grape. Say grape.
It's very extreme.
I feel like
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
like females tend to say anything to be right.
Yes.
So now we're just you can't just be like nobody said nothing
okay,
about
but y'all can bring up
the R
extreme
word.
ass fucking
The R word,
examples, but
though?
when I
No.
bring
Where did the R word come from?
Let me
Because
rewind
what
it.
is-
No.
I understand
Everybody,
where it came
relax. Let me rewind it. When I say access, I don't mean have sexual relations with you, but I can still walk up to you and say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name?"
The
Yes or no?
intention
No.
can have actual
The
access.
intention can be
That
sexual.
is access
That's
versus
access.
I never meet you.
The
What are you
inten-
saying?
the
Let me
intention-
finish. Yes or no? Is
Yes
that
and
access?
No. Yes and no. Yes and no. Like, yes, we're in the same room. Yes, if
What?
you wanted to, you
Alyssa,
could say
okay,
hi.
Alyssa,
But
if-
that
See, you just
doesn't
wanna
mean
be
that
right.
him
See, you wanna be
everybody-
right. Yes or no?
Everybody be quiet. Everybody be quiet. I'm talking to Alyssa. Alyssa, if you don't have no Instagram, you never go out. I never see you out in the vicinity. You don't have no Instagram. You have no social media. I can never physically talk to you ever. But if you go and have Instagram, have girls' nights out, I can see you in the bars and clubs. I have some access to you. Now, I'm not saying you're going to cheat on your dude or etc.
But he has the ability to make you try.
Thank you.
Right.
So if I'm a dude and I am married to you, I'm paying full price for you. I am literally willing to die for you. I'm taking care of you financially. Why would I put my girl in a position to be having access to all these different dudes?
Exactly.
And that's why I asked who is your dream guy, because I was trying to make it. I was trying to make
and you
that
made a
point.
good
Let's say
example
The
of
Rock.
driving.
Let's say
Like
The Rock.
just
The Rock.
because you're drinking or just because you're smoking or something like that and doing drugs doesn't mean you're gonna crash your car. But it makes it more likely that you're gonna crash the
So
car.
I can't go
That's
to
good.
work because
So
there's men
wait,
there.
hold on.
I can't
So
go
you
to
said
work-
you like The Rock.
She didn't talk. Go
I
ahead.
can't go to work because there's a bunch of men there.
We're
And
not
they
saying
might have
We're not
access
talking
to it.
We're
about-
not saying that.
It's the same.
We're talking about the
shit.
club. It's a sexually charged environment. The work is
Do
not.
you, okay,
You're not
exactly.
making money at the club.
Pause.
I get what you're
Do you
saying.
have to? Do you have to go to the club and bars?
We don't always go to the club and bars. We're just saying if we wanted to go there, we should be allowed to go there.
You have
Yeah.
to go.
All
To
right, so
work.
you're at a
Actually,
bar and
you
The
gotta go to
Rock.
work.
The Rock comes up out of nowhere.
I love The Rock.
All right, but you would have never ran into The Rock if you didn't go to the club. And now The Rock is like, yo, what, and then y'all follow each other on Instagram, and it just opened up a door.
Yes.
And I'm not saying you slept with him or whatever, but you are going to think about that motherfucker you're going to be thinking, oh, The
Yeah,
Rock.
rest of
pushed
my
up.
life.
Yeah, exactly. And then you
Thank
probably going to masturbate to it. You probably, yeah, you are.
You're doing too much.
That's true.
That's
Doing
probably
way
doing
too
too much.
That's
but-
true. You're probably going to be like, thinking about it and
Dominic
shit.
realized-
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
Not every guy is gonna be as aggressive as you think they are in the bar. Some people like to plant a seed, and it's gonna take a
No,
couple
some
weeks,
guys-
a couple
some guys
like
be
a couple
aggressive.
months. They're gonna be manipulative and sly with it. Like not everyone's
I
like
see,
I'm gonna
this is
fuck a
where-
girl the day I meet her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Yes.
fuck her like a month after I meet her because it's like I'm trying to like slide in.
You're
you know?
maneuver
spending
that
all
in.
your game on live right now. All the bitches are gonna hear
here to
this
help
shit,
them.
Robbie.
We here to help the people
We're here to
anyway.
help the
We
people.
here to help the people.
We're trying to tell them
You
what
ain't
to
getting
do.
no bitches this weekend, okay? It's over with. Easter Sunday is over for you, okay?
No, this is about this is a
This is about
podcast
education.
educating people.
No, I'm
Yes.
playing. I feel you. I feel you.
And you was about to say something. Go ahead.
Yes, so I can say first of all, when we go to the club, and I feel like a lot of guys, they buy drinks to have guaranteed sex, and they get very
No.
I think
No.
that's true.
No.
I think that's true.
No, they buy drinks
Wait,
as a way to get more access to you.
It's a conversation
Period.
starter,
It's a
icebreaker.
conversation.
Information.
It takes
Yes.
away the
Girl,
nervousness.
But the actual end game
You
is
dance
I'm trying
better.
to have sex with her.
Girl,
Well,
that's
duh.
always the end game for men. They always gonna want to have sex with you. No matter
Thank you.
if you think that you're their type or not.
Or they
they're
just
gonna wanna have
friends.
sex
Or
with
they're
you.
just
no.
friends.
We're not savages. We're
No,
people.
y'all
No, check this out.
savages.
No,
One at a time. One at a time.
When I
Everybody
meet
quiet.
you at the
One at a
club,
time. Go ahead.
we're strangers. So hypothetically, we meet at a lounge. I don't even go to clubs like that, but say a lounge or a bar.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a drink because I'm trying to see if you meet my qualifications, to see if you say the right shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just how we can't talk our way out the pussy. I mean, we can. Y'all can talk your way out of a good situation. So we're trying to see, oh, you got 80 kids. We're trying to figure this out, and it's a drink. And if you're a guy who's on your shit, $15. First of all, you shouldn't be buying chicks drinks unless it gets to a certain.
Thank you.
But once you get to that certain point, the cost of the drink shouldn't affect you. Because understood, the places I'm at, it's $100. It's at least it's $60 apart. So you shouldn't even be in that motherfucker if you're not of high repute and all that. But either or, which there's plenty of attractive women.
So you're saying if you broke, you shouldn't date girls?
I didn't see. We're going extreme just to
Going
be right.
extreme.
I mean,
So you go to a bar
didn't-
just
I-
to find a
Realistically,
I
good woman.
low key forgot my genius epiphany. I was about
sorry,
to.
bro. Sorry, bro.
But do you go to a bar to find a good woman? You said that the
No.
intention.
I
but
just
you
said-
the intention is
No,
to
I
get
just
to
said-
know them and
So
what?
So 5 minutes ago, I said you're a fool as a man in Atlanta if you go out thinking you about to hit.
And speaking to
something.
the microphone for me.
Oh,
There you go.
you're a fool if you go out with the intention of thinking you're about to hit something.
Yes.
You can't
I agree.
you You got to have dick discipline, and you can't just be out here reckless, fucking everything or chasing everything.
Oh, now y'all agree. Oh, no. Oh, crazy.
All right,
I do agree with that.
so
Wait,
when
Do you
I
agree with that, Don?
what? So
Actually, hold on.
Why?
I'm gonna say what I say after.
yeah.
this. Go ahead.
So
I
you're,
always
as a
tell
man,
people-
He's
I'll
gonna
tell you
lose
right
it.
now.
He's gonna lose it, bro. Let him
yeah, I'm
Okay.
it's about to fade away. But
Got you, bro.
shit, man. But fuck, we talk. What was the question
you
toward
lost
me?
it already.
Yeah, I had it. It was.
Say it.
I had my little mini
I
Kevin
always tell
Samuels.
people
Go ahead,
that,
one at a
like,
time.
They shouldn't go out with the premise of to have a good time. They have to get laid.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Exactly.
there's nothing wrong with going out trying to chase ass. And
Oh
that's
yeah.
the premise of it, you know what I mean?
But if you're,
Yes.
if
Like, I'm gonna have a good time regardless, but like at the same time, I'm going out because I'm trying to get some ass. I ain't going out to just fucking say what's up to my dudes. Like,
Yeah.
There we go.
but there's
There we go.
there's some
That's
dudes.
where
All right,
everything
so I went out. There's a homie, and we went out to Blue Martini, and this dude's going around hugging all the. Can I get a hug? And doing all this shit, and this whole thing was he's trying to hit something, and me, I'll slide on something, but I'm more smooth and controlled because one, I have something to lose. Two, these are strangers.
Yeah, you're not
my
in a
time, my time is very, very valuable to me.
Yeah.
I put in a lot of time to create myself.
Facts.
You're talking to somebody that literally used to dig in the trash.
but
Yeah.
what you just
You know what I'm
said,
saying?
No, let him
so
finish.
I put in time to build myself up and to have something to fucking lose.
Okay.
Right? So I go out, I chase excellence.
And then talk to the microphone for me.
I
Yeah.
chase excellence. I want to make $1 million a day, a week, and all that, but it's probably not going to happen. But I'm still
Not with
going
that
to.
attitude.
I like that. Let's go.
But,
Anyway, you chase excellence. Okay.
So I chase excellence, but if I don't make $1 million at the end of the day, I'm not suicidal and mad and all that because I'm realistic and I enjoy the journey. So when I go out, I enjoy the journey because I'm able to. I probably made, well, I'm not gonna say how much because IRS, but I'm a lot just off of networking, going out, and then, oh, it's an attractive woman. Okay, let me see what's going on. But most of the time when I delve deep into the chick, what's going on, it's a no-go with me. There's plenty of attractive women that I meet.
Super chat.
There's plenty of attractive women that I meet, but there's hella disqualifiers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to get into all the specifics.
Yeah.
If you want me to, I can. But
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's
I want
up?
to hear the ladies.
So, okay, we're saying, you said that.
He said the only difference between him.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm somewhere else, bro.
Okay.
We
Finish.
said that you guys don't want us to go out to the club with our girls because there's men that have more access to us, right? But it's really because y'all know how y'all operate. Y'all know that all these fools are in here trying to chase some ass.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
Because
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you confused? Let me get to the point.
she said, let you get to the point.
Go ahead.
So that's why y'all got a problem with us being out in the club because y'all know how all y'all homies are. Y'all know how y'all used to operate.
But
so
we-
it's really y'all being with the insecurity.
No.
Not
Sign language. Sign language.
Because it's not that you don't have no faith or trust in us. It's that
We're
you
not
don't trust
projecting.
us.
We're not projecting.
No,
can
one at a
jump
time. Let Alyssa finish. Go ahead.
It's just because y'all know that all these fools are pieces of shits and they're gonna try to fucking chase the tail, right? Be like, damn, I know my girl is fine as hell. If she's out in the clubs, they're gonna try to chase her ass. And it's not because you feel might cheat on y'all. It's because y'all know that they will try their hardest to come get us, even if we solid.
But men
No,
are
it's because
everywhere.
Okay.
It's because we've had civilizations. How can I talk today? We've had civilizations.
Civilizations.
Civilizations. It's a drink and all that. You feel me? So since what? How long they've been
long
popping?
Yeah.
20,000 millions of years or whatever.
Yeah.
Human nature is still the fucking same. And the men, we're realistic. If me and Don Jaye might talk, and hypothetically, we're gonna be real. We're gonna be like, hey, bro, you getting fat, or hey, bro, nigga, you looking dusty. You know what I'm saying? Girls, body positivity. Nah, girl, we're realistic because we have to save. We have to
That's why girls
protect.
don't like me.
We have to protect. So we're presenting just like when you have a mom and dad. The mom is gonna be like, oh, so baby, it's okay. You lost a dad. We'll be like, hell nah. The fuck was that shit?
Yeah.
Why do you use your left hand when you on the left side of the basket? So there needs to be some reality here. And whenever we deviate from reality, we enter chaos. We, again, go back to there's no definition between, there's no difference between a man and a woman. It's the same thing. We start going into all this other stuff without being real. What the fuck is going on?
Do you think girls do nothing wrong?
Do I think girls do
Do you
nothing
think girls do nothing wrong?
No.
You're like, nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
So there's going to be a time in the club when they slip up.
Yeah.
But that's not me.
That was hard.
That's
You know?
not me, and that's not Gabby.
Hell no.
All right, so you
Oh my
perfect
God.
is what you're saying. I got you.
No,
I never
not
said
perfect.
No,
So there's
we're
gonna be a time
smart.
y'all
We're
slip up in the
smart.
club.
We're smart.
Not
We're
even
smart.
that. I never left the club.
I mean, anybody
with a
can
guy.
be smart, but when you're having alcohol, drinks, drugs,
Yes.
and you in the
Bro,
club,
and
you're
that's one
Never
thing.
vibing.
mind.
That's one
Like-
thing that blows my
But
mind.
we can't
No,
talk
one at a
about
time.
y'all.
One at a time. Go-
Outside,
one at
out
a
of
time. Go
mind.
ahead.
That is one thing that blows my mind. Like I could never understand those females that be like, "Oh my god, I was so blacked out last night. Like I drank so much." Like when I'm drunk, I know exactly what the fuck going on. That's an excuse that bitches make so that they can get dick and not have to feel bad about it
Exactly.
afterwards.
Shit.
A lot of this stuff that we're talking
And hold on,
about
real quick.
is not.
Gabby was about to say something. Go ahead.
I forgot it. My
Damn.
bad.
Go ahead,
All
bro.
right.
Well, a lot of stuff we're talking about is not geared. It's not towards you two.
Yeah.
Because
we
you guys
already
are
established
exceptions.
that. We already
You guys are different. Again, you're married
Well,
at
and
Yeah, they're
24,
perfect.
and you
No,
That's
never.
why they
Nobody
love
said
us in this
perfect. We're just smart.
you're,
okay?
you're married at 24, and then you have a woman raised you that was she herself was raised with traditional values.
Yeah.
So this stuff is not going to be pertaining to you. You may not even understand it. But if we had 80-90% of any other girls walking outside, it'd be a total different story. So you're probably not going to be able to relate because that's not you. But think about your friends or your cousins or your, you know what I'm saying?
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I'll
feel
tell
like
you right
the people
now,
that I
every
fuck
girl I've ever seen in this podcast on the couches is always an exception.
They not. That's why
No, they
I
always
slightly
claim to be an
disagree.
exception.
I slightly disagree with what you said. I think maybe just time hasn't showed that she was wrong yet.
Well, I'll say that the foundation,
That was a
the
sarcastic
foundation.
response. Like they all say they're an exception.
When I say exception, I don't mean exceptional.
And Alyssa's married. I'm single, and we go to the bars and the clubs sometimes, and I've not seen her walk out with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like there are girls.
I'm not
like,
talking about that specifically. I'm talking about the majority of the whole
Well,
entire
But you're
conversation that we've
saying,
been
But
having.
that's what I'm
you're saying that
though.
Gabby's yet to slip.
Okay.
is
Let
what
me be
saying.
clear.
Yes,
When I
as
say
well.
exception,
No,
I don't mean
no.
exceptional.
I rebuke that.
And let me clarify. Your basics are the exception to what the norm is. I didn't say exceptional.
Can you
I
clarify?
said your base.
I don't want to get
How
off
you were
topic.
raised?
Let's pause real quick.
How
Let me
you were
get the
raised?
super chat.
You know what I mean?
Let me see. What the fuck? Oh, Uncle Luke 1980s. Thank you for the super chat. He says, "That's what ticks me off about these modern day 304s. They want to be in a relationship at the same time do single lady things with their homegirls. This is why I only deal with women overseas. Ladies, what are your thoughts on that?" And then I'm gonna get the fellas'
tired of
thoughts.
his ass. I'm tired of that shit.
He
man.
looked like he didn't get no bitches.
Right. Okay, Uncle 1980s.
Hold on, we got
Bye.
Kevin Samuels in the building. He says, "Good evening, all. What it
Where?
do?"
Where you at?
No, he literally on the shit right now. Let's get it. Why? When you want?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. He's literally.
Okay.
Deflection and redirection, gaslighting.
Hey, Kevin, if you in Atlanta, hey man, let's talk, man. I can goddamn.
He's right there. Bro.
Yeah, let's get it. All right. Let's see. Emma said. He says, "Alyssa, take the concerns for what it is. It's worrying and not. I'm sorry, and don't need or." Let me go back.
He said, "You're not exceptions
Yeah,
or
yeah.
special snowflakes. Take note."
Okay, and Kevin says he just actually sent that. He says, "Oh, thank you for the super chat, by the way." I'm trying to read and trying to be fast as fuck. Kevin says, "Deflection and redirection, gaslighting behavior, and psychology at its best. Accountability is the kryptonite to modern women. You're not exceptions or special snowflakes."
He
Ladies,
love
what are your
us so
thoughts?
much. He love us so much. It's okay.
It's all good.
You
Kevin,
didn't pay
feel
for the
me?
super chats, but we gonna see you soon.
Literally,
See you soon.
we're gonna have
Anyway,
a great conversation.
Thank you for watching, Kevin. I really appreciate it. But you had something that you wanted to say.
Oh, like I was saying, to go back with the list. I mean, I understand. I feel like you guys are speaking to a lot of women, but there are women that are not like that. You know,
A lot of
I think
like,
there's a
majority
big
are.
majority of women that do think the way we think. I promise you there is.
I'm
So you
serious.
pause.
Y'all
So you
chasing
think
the wrong tails out here. Y'all
pause.
chasing the wrong tails. You got
You-
the
You
bad
guys
end
are
of the
chasing
stick.
wrong
Uh-huh.
woman. I'm serious.
And Jay, you're not looking for a wife. You're not looking for a wife. You're not looking for
How
a
do
wife.
you know what we're
Why?
looking for?
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know what
How do you
we're
know?
looking
Because-
for?
Don, are you looking
What
for
did
a
you
wife?
say?
Answer
you
right
know?
What did you
now.
say, Don Jay?
Answer. Are you-
I don't have no
No,
intent.
Don Jay,
No,
what did you
I'm
say the
answering
other
you.
day?
I'm answering you. I have no intent. What I'm looking for right now, I'm just living my life. Now pause.
So what
the
do you mean
woman,
living your
let
life?
me finish. If a woman comes that meets all the criteria that I have for a wife, then I wouldn't be against that.
How come you never talk about yourself?
I just did.
No, like, how come you never talk about your situations during the podcast?
For what? Because my situation doesn't matter.
Why do you think that?
Because we're talking about generalizations.
We're talking about generalizations.
We're not talking about
But
him.
everybody,
We're talking about.
no. Listen, but everybody in this room, everybody that has ever been in this podcast, every time we come on this show,
And?
we can only give our opinions based on our experiences.
Not
But it's-
necessarily.
Actually,
Not
most of the
necessarily.
But
guys-
if you
most of the
watch
guys talk
YouTube,
about
Don is more of the
generalizations.
host and the moderator.
Facts.
If you
Yeah,
watch anything that has real motion, the moderator and the host rarely delves into personal anecdotes.
And I
you
can.
that-
Don't
see
get
this-
it twisted.
Yeah, like there
but
has to be a limit of you got to keep some things on the low.
Yeah.
You know.
And
Okay,
then
so
speak
back
to
That's
the
what we're
microphone
here.
and speak
That's
to-
I can
man,
say
that's
like
what we're
back
here
to
for.
back to where we were coming from. Like
Yeah.
I feel like you guys be chasing the wrong woman with that mindset, you know, because there are women out here that would enjoy going out with their friends, you know, just to go out. It doesn't matter if it's a club or if it's a bar. It you know, we are all just trying to have
Who
fun.
are you to say what's the right woman?
The right
Who
woman.
are you to say who is
Because
the
you
right
guys,
woman?
because
I'm not-
obviously,
no, I'm not saying
pause,
what's the
pause.
right
That's a
woman.
good question. That's a good question.
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
what's the right woman, but who are you to say what's the right woman?
I never really said the right woman.
You said we're chasing the wrong woman, so obviously,
Yeah.
like,
because obviously
Y'all talking
when
shit
I-
about all these females because you
No,
know
We're
no,
not
no,
talking
no.
shit.
We're
We're
not
talking
talking
about
shit.
Not
real
only
stuff.
No,
Your
pause,
idea
pause.
of
Everybody
the-
be quiet. Everybody be quiet. We're not talking shit. We're stating facts.
No,
There's a big
not-
difference.
From
Yes, but you're
observable
talking about
reality.
What you
Yes.
think
From
the idea
observable
of the
reality.
majority of women is, right?
I feel like you guys been cheated on before. Like
Most people have. Most guys have.
Oh, he
If
said
you dealt
message
with enough
retracted.
women, you
Damn it!
might
I was
have-
about to read your
Yeah,
message,
somebody heard
Kevin.
y'all.
Shit.
Hey, what Blaze said on the last few whatever.
Uh-huh.
She said y'all could not even fuck us if y'all even got the chance. So
What are you talking
why
about? I'm
Would we
confused.
even care?
I'm confused.
Huh?
What does that
What are you
even?
Where'd that come
confused
from?
about?
Where does that even come from?
What are
Huh?
you confused about?
What topic
We're
is that?
talking
add to?
about, we're talking about the
What was
majority.
real quick? All right, so respectfully, I rock with you. You're a nice person, but you just want to be right. So the conversation we talking about McDonald's, and you like, well, what about Burger King? What about sushi? What about the gym over here?
that
What
shit
the
took me
fuck,
for-
bro?
yeah.
I feel
Like,
like some people in here kind of got off topic. With
Yeah,
their
let's get
things.
back. No,
So-
pause. Let's get back on
Not
actually
just
this
her.
topic. I want to get back on this topic. You said specifically we are chasing the wrong women.
Take your
With
Kool-Aid
that
smile
mindset,
off.
because obviously you guys been hurt before that you don't trust
Sign
the
language.
next woman in your life to go to the club, go to the bar because men got access. Why you guys are worried about that?
Why
If you
can't
did-
men? Why?
If-
No,
if
pause,
you-
pause. Why can't men have standards that you can just accept, like women have standards that we can accept?
First
Why
of
is
all-
it so hard
No,
for you to
that's-
accept men's
I don't
standards?
think. Okay.
can I ask you a question
That is
after this,
not a-
Sanjay?
That's not a necessary standard. I
Yes,
don't think.
Yeah.
I
for
don't
a
think
lot
it's
of dudes, yes,
it's
it
something
is.
that we want to do. It's something that you know we. If I'm in a relationship, I don't want to be in the house with you all day. I want to go out and have fun. You know, I would want to come back home to you, of course, but just you. I'm not leaving with nobody else. And other women think like that too. I don't know why. And I said you guys are chasing the wrong woman because obviously some of you guys got hurt or cheated on, and that you were worried.
I got a question,
about
man.
a
It's
woman.
It's because you're
Yeah.
trying to put all women in a category for majority women, and like obviously every girl that's been on the podcast does not relate with your modern everyday majority of women.
Yeah.
So like that shit is ridiculous to us.
All right.
But
Hey,
hold on, real quick. Kevin sends another thing. He says, when a typical modern woman is triggered, their truth will come out. Attack first, then the sign language to protect their fragile egos. Only listening after the wall of life happens harshly.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
That was
Go ahead.
poetic.
That was.
All right. So, Don, let me ask you this. We're in Atlanta, right?
Yes, we are in
This is
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
This is Buckhead.
Buckhead.
Yes.
But
Yes.
isn't Buckhead like it's turned up? It's like a lot of crime and stuff lately.
Well, lately, yes.
Yes, lately, you
Yes.
know. So, and there's been like a lot of car break-ins and
Yes,
stuff like
true.
that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, would you take your, say hypothetically, you had a
take
Phantom.
an extra precaution on
No,
it.
no, I
So
got
you
you.
had a Phantom.
Yep.
The LA Fitness right over here. Cars get broken into all day. I personally walked to the LA Fitness and I seen one of the 11 hip hop people standing outside of their Wraith and the window had been ripped out and it was on the ground and the
Damn.
police were making a police report. Because they just breaking in cars.
Yeah.
Right? Would you take your fucking Phantom Wraith and just park it in a high crime area where everybody's getting their shit broken into? Not everybody.
Yeah.
But out of 100, maybe 2 cars. So there's still the probability.
Yep.
Like, and then, would you even put yourself in that position?
I would not put myself in that position.
Why not, Don Jay?
Because there's no benefit to that. I would just maybe get an Uber or whatever. And I like the way that you put that towards women as well. I would just never put my car in that position.
Exactly.
Because I'm paying too much for that car, and I would not jeopardize that car.
Yep.
Exactly.
Facts.
Why put something at risk when there's a probability? Prime example, right? You're hanging. All right. This makes it super easy, right? I could have a box of French fries, right? It's how many pieces? Probably 20, 30 pieces of French fries, right?
Yep.
If you're probably going to be like, okay, one French fry, the probability. But if I said one of these French fries will kill you, you're not even going to put yourself in the situation. You're not even going to touch none of those French fries, right? Mm-hmm. Because even that 1% of death is enough for you to be like, hell nah. So, case in point.
Not for everybody though. Not for everybody.
Oh man.
Not for everybody. I'm not gonna fucking not drive because
No.
there's
Get back to the French fry.
Every day.
Back to the French fry. Back to the French fry. If you knew out of 30 fucking French fries, one of them was a fentanyl one of them was a French fry made of all fentanyl, would you even risk? It's an Amber Alert?
Yeah, it's Amber Alert.
Would you even risk touching that thing?
Shit off. Not just like, no, I wouldn't.
Exactly, because there's a minimal probability of some fuckery happening.
Yeah.
So the guy who's very aware and lives in reality, and that's what we're here to do, you know what I mean? He's telling you as a leader, as a leader in the household, he shouldn't be a 50-50 partner. But if it was how it's supposed to be, he's a leader. He's telling you, he's protecting you from yourself, and he's protecting his legacy. And he's protecting his home, and his provisions, his resources. Yes. Because if you go and fuck The Rock, we can't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to divorce, or chances are you're probably going to divorce, because women initiate the divorce most of the time.
70, 80.
And then now I got to give you my resources and fight with you for my fucking kids. So I'm telling you, just don't eat the French fry. Just don't eat any of the French fries. And then you want to argue me. Yeah. The craziest thing is you want to argue me back of, man, it's one fentanyl French fry in there, shit. You know?
Just playing, bro.
Oh, you're just playing now.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Okay. Kevin says one more.
I told y'all I was just playing. Why you?
I didn't hear that. Matter of fact, you got a perk 30 on your sweater right now.
This is a red pill overdose.
Kevin says the Dunning-Kroger effect, i.e. loud and wrong doesn't make you right. Ooh. Gentlemen, generalizations are valid as long as it applies to 50.1% of the population. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you, Kevin, for stopping by. Starting from you, give your Instagram and then final thoughts and any questions you have for the panel.
All right. My Instagram is allurbancentral_CEO. Final thoughts. I feel like this was dope. I want to do this more often.
Yeah.
You know.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
Shit's fun as hell.
Pop some shit. You know what I mean?
I know. I love going on here and ripping girls in your asshole.
Thank you for having me, Don Jaye. I hope to have more of these. Everybody was cool. I like the people. Everybody was respectful. Mm-hmm. It was nothing crazy happened off, and there we go.
There we go.
Wait till the show's over. Not just like.
Okay.
All right. My Instagram, it is Gabrielle, A with an X, and then AAK, Gabriella AAK. And I have nothing else. Okay. I really like the show, so nothing else. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and put in all them super chats and like and subscribe. But yeah, I'm Rob. Instagram Robbie Presley. If you want to check my shit out, probably not. But hey, I'm on here sometimes, and it's always fun being on here, so I love it.
Say less.
Thank y'all for watching. I'm about to go home to my man since y'all love to talk your shit. Y'all can follow me at Alyssa_Zenitram. Don't send me a DM. But like my pictures.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow anybody that's been in this panel today, the links will be in the description below as well. Join the Patreon army, and I'm out. Peace.
Like and subscribe.
Salute.
Yes, sir.